probably, it's related to the flooding and storm, and
Okay.
it's probably should be directed to the sheriff. But you
Okay.
see they extended the closure of the river, at least south of the dam, until Friday, May 15th?
Yes, sir.
Is that your call, or you and the DNR's call?
Well, that's a good question. We had a lot of discussion on that. It was recommended to us by the DNR and the Coast Guard level. The Coast Guard couldn't do it, again, without triggering federal survey and study and everything else. So we announced that it was closed, however, there isn't really any enforcement action that we can take. We're asking people to stay out of it for now. There's a lot of, it was mainly in Indian River, and the request came to us from the Indian River residents and business owners. There was some damage being done to some of the marinas already by wake, and then Lieutenant Runstrom and then Sergeant Manuel runs our recreation division, myself went down there and looked at it, and all agreed it was pretty dangerous. There's still a lot of submerged docks at both ways. If somebody hits one of those submerged, not damage to property, I'm saying dangerous to life and injuries. If somebody hits one of those submerged docks, the kid goes overboard or whatever, so.
Yep.
We decided we'd err on the side of caution and ask that people stay off the river. And then the no wake, for the lake is more property damage. There is some floating debris still that, obviously if you're going fast, it's hard to see, but, with the lake level still above people's break wall, like, if boats were zipping around, creating wake, it's gonna cause washout and stuff. Luckily, it's still only 32 degrees out, so I don't think we're affecting many people. I haven't seen anybody wanting to water skiing yet, so we're lucky there. But
I saw one.
Did you?
Black Lake.
Did
you really?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Luckily, the water levels, like Administrator Lawson said, are going down at a good rate, so.
I would just comment to that. I would hope that after it does break that we get back and get that open. I mean, it is a
Yeah.
detriment to the business itself. I mean, we're hearing many people just decided that they're scratching the whole season, whether the water goes down or not. We've just seen outrageously declining sales in Indian River, Tuscarora Township, because no one's coming for that reason. And travelers, rightfully
Right.
so, but
Right.
as soon as it's clear, I hope we
Yeah.
let people know that's because that kind of happened last year in the spring. We had it
Right.
happen with the ice storm. No one came to their ATVs because they were sure what the DNR said the forest was closed. And the locals had got a lot of the trails open, but they kept a lot of people away. So I just hope that.
Yeah,
And I'm glad we're on here.
Emmett County did the same thing, with Crooked River and Crooked Lake. They, no way closed river, so we're hoping.
Well, it's been about, 6-7 days where you can now see the docks at
Yes.
Mall Lake Marina. I mean, they were underwater, now you can see the decks, but I don't think you could dock a boat there.
No, when we went to, so the marinas in Indian River both called requesting that we do that. When we went down there, the water at the dock was probably between your ankle and your knee deep still over the dock, over the top of the dock.
Yeah.
6 to 12 inches, depending on where you're at, still, over the top of the dock. And like DeVoe Beach, the break wall is still underwater. You can't see the break wall, it's completely submerged. So there's a lot of danger there. If people can't see the riverbank,
Yeah.
they're gonna hit something. So
Sure, absolutely.
yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Nope, there's no report. Okay, moving on, we're down, there's no old business because we've handled that already with the appointment of Don Compton. We're down to new business 13A. New system for the commissioner's room. We just heard some comments about that.
Yeah, this is a purchase and update to our recording equipment here in the boardroom. The boardroom's used by the board commissioners, but also by the court, in front of the court. So this upgrade would provide new cameras, new microphones, new recording equipment. So that would enhance if we do recording and we place that online, or if it was live streamed, be a combination of that, probably a motion to approve $38,377.44 from GAVs for the new system to the Commissioner FOC building.
So discussion.
Sure.
Sure. So we had discussed in the past live streaming and making available our meetings online. Is this system, are we going to do that? Are we going to start live streaming like most of the counties do?
It's a board policy decision there. If the board wants to do that, then
The
we can
system
make
would
that.
allow us to do that.
The combination of that and the OWL system would, if we're doing a live stream, would be how that would work.
It's pretty unmanageable if we have people calling in, so.
Well,
I
I'm
doubt-
saying the
I
live
doubt we'll
stream,
do
yeah,
that.
but the live streaming itself, so people that,
Could witness it.
yeah,
If,
yeah.
if we're recording, then this system would record from cameras, which we do have today. This system is probably 20 years old around here. So it's, the quality of it's not very good. And then they'll replace, so if it's recording and we're placing it for someone to look at later, that system will handle that. If we were doing more of a live stream, we would probably use a combination of an OWL or just voice, depending on, what we're trying to accomplish there, so.
Well, I'm in favor of your motion. I'll make the motion to purchase this. But I would like to see that our meetings start being live streamed, so we come up in, people that can't make it here for whatever reason, people that don't live here or they can't travel here, or whatever. I would like to see us move that way. So, but my motion is to purchase this for consumption of live stream.
Thank you, Dale. Do we have support?
I'll support that.
Thank you, Rich. Moved and supported.
Just one question, Mr. Chair. You mentioned live streaming, and the people in the public certainly wouldn't be able to call in during, public comment section.
That's a decision too.
Pardon me?
That would be a decision of this board too.
Is that, I know during COVID we did that, but are there legal limitations?
We don't know that yet, so it's premature.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I
That,
think
we
you,
would research all of that.
I think you can operate under the assumption so many other counties do it, and that they're just live streaming it. And Commissioner Newman's right, it's not really practical, and I don't think we would want to encourage public comment through that venue. And in order to give public comment, I think you need to be within the room. But you're correct, all these are decisions we have to make, and it was something I had hoped that at our planning meeting, we could make those decisions and put this in place. But I would be quick to support your motion to obtain the equipment, because it sounds like the equipment will satisfy whatever our final decision would be it live streamed, be it
Thank you,
available.
Steve. So it's moved and supported. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Warfield.
Yes.
Commissioner Wallace.
Yes.
Commissioner Eustace.
Yes.
Commissioner Newman.
Yes.
Commissioner Sangster.
Yes.
Commissioner Claremont.
Yes.
Thank you, Board. That's carried 6-0 and 1 absent. We're down to 13B, Straits Regional Ride Transportation Agreement with McLaren Northern Michigan Foundation. That's 132 on your iPad.
This is an agreement for transportation service from here in Cheboygan to for patients in McLaren. These routes would also be open to the public if the public needs a ride. The financial impact would be $300 per operation day for a 4-hour round trip. That's our recommendation, is to approve the agreement with Northern Michigan McLaren Foundation and Straits Regional Ride, authorize chair of administrator to sign the agreement, authorizing the necessary public adjustments.
Just a quick question, is that for anybody, or is that per person?
No, that's to operate the vehicle, whether they have one patient or
Okay.
6 patients.
So it's both.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Move. I'll support. Moved and supported. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Newman.
Yes.
Commissioner Eustace.
Yes.
Commissioner Claremont.
Yes.
Commissioner Warfield.
Yes.
Commissioner Wallace.
Yes.
Commissioner Sangster.
Yes.
Thank you, Board. That's carried 6-0 and 1. Employment agreements, we're down for Scott Basil, new assistant prosecutor, 149.
Got one thing before that,
Okay.
hydraulic heating.
Oh, I did miss that, so sorry.
We have county placed bids out for hydronic heating system replacement, which is our baseboard heating system. Original baseboard heating system
Yeah.
built in 1967. This wing here was constructed in 1979. So this project will go in, update our control units, and also replace what I call the guts of the system, but behind the curtains here. So we won't replace the covers, but just the systems behind that, bring it up to more modern standards and efficiency standards. So we received two bids. The parafol bid that was reviewed, some bollards, heating, cooling, for $249,000. That's our recommendation, is to award the bid and approve the agreement for hydronic baseboard heating replacement services, of $249,000. The bollard plumbing, heating, air, authorize the chair to sign, authorize the chair to necessary budget adjustments.
Question, sir.
Please.
Is this project, will your contract have a completion date? An anticipated completion date?
It's November 1st.
Okay, so it will be in time so that our girls can quit bringing
We hope so,
portable
yeah.
heaters into their office and putting under their desks.
Well, I can't say
Well,
it'll
that may
fix all
still be
that.
needed.
If you can get this done by November, I'll make a motion to accept the ballot.
The bulk of it should be in. As far as self-comfort, that's the first thing I learned when I started working back in 1989. I was on the building authority, and we were renovating a courthouse at the time, and we had architects, engineers, and at the end of the day, we also had project managers, but when the heating, cooling system went online, we still had individuals that were set at different temperatures, and I learned real quick that you can't always fix that. So we'll do our best with this project.
Nice try. Where
I'll
we at?
support, Mr. Warfield's, I'll support.
Okay, motion and support. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Claremont?
Yes.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Eustace?
Yes.
Commissioner Newman?
Yeah.
Commissioner Sangster?
Yes.
Commissioner Warfield?
Yes.
Thank you, Board. That's also 6-0 and 1 approved.
Commissioner, just a quick question for
Sure.
Jeff. Is this something, Jeff, that we have to finance, or do we have the funding to do?
No, we have our capital improvement schedule, we have capital improvement savings, yeah. So there's no borrowing with this project, it's pay as you go, so.
Most of our improvements right now are all pay as you go.
Yeah, sure.
That's good.
This was part of the capital improvement program?
Yeah. Moved and supported, right?
Got it, and did a roll call.
Oh, okay, we're all set. Thank you for the question after, Tom. Employment agreements, like I started to try.
There you go.
D1. Who's handling that?
We advertised for the assistant prosecutor. We are fortunate to have a candidate apply who has a great deal of experience. And this agreement is the employment agreement. So our recommendation is motion to approve employment agreement with assistant prosecutor Scott Basil.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Dale. Support?
I'll support
Who's that, Rich?
it. Yeah.
Thank you, Rich. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Warfield?
Yes.
Commissioner Eustace?
Yes.
Commissioner Newman?
Yes.
Commissioner Sangster?
Yes.
Commissioner Claremont?
Yes.
That's carried 6-0 and 1 absent. Thank you, Board, appreciate that.
Second employment agreement with the chief assistant prosecuting attorney. These agreements are similar to our department head agreements. So the change here was just to identify that the assistant prosecutor has the same as the prosecutor we just hired as 20 days vacation. So we set that in the agreement.
I'll make that motion also, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Dale. I'll support. By the way, it's hard to find prosecutors. They're short all around the state. It's kind of interesting. concept. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Sangster?
Yes.
Commissioner Newman?
Yes.
Commissioner Eustace?
Yes.
Commissioner Warfield?
Yes.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Yes.
Thank you, Board, that's carried 6-0. Board matters for discussion.
Yeah, the names are
Oh, I tried to get by that again. So, sorry, Louis, I'm just kidding.
No. Trying to get to you.
My apologies for missing this in the packet last week. During the 26 budget process, the Humane Society requested $313,468 for animal control, which was an increase of $82,783 or 35.9% over the 25 appropriation. Part of that was they were looking at hiring an executive director, and when we did our budget last fall, we budgeted $260,000 with an agreement to come back to this once they did hire someone, and they hired someone on March 2. So staff is looking for direction from the board on how to proceed. The difference, $53,468 of what they were asking for, there's a placeholder in the budget that can be added to the appropriation to increase it to $313,468, or the increase could be based on the start date of the new executive director, which would be 2 months short of that, to prorate it for $44,557, or whatever you desire.
So, if I may, the 53 would be the total amount that we were allocating in January. However, we only need 44,557 on that. Correct?
The
Because she fired in
53,000
March.
was the difference that we didn't, we allocated 260,000 for them. They had requested 313,000, so that 53 is the difference between that two. So the board could decide to give them that whole amount of what the request was, or because the director didn't start till March, you could take 10/12 of that, which is the 44,000, or if the board has a different amount that they feel that they want to do towards an executive director, I'm just looking for direction.
So, excuse me, what's your direction? What's on the sheet? Oh, you're
I'm not
looking
gonna
for
say.
direction.
Yeah. That's a policy.
Sorry.
Well, you can go ahead, Mike.
I just wanted to say that I think that they've gone through leaps and bounds recently, in fundraising and things like that. They were looking towards maybe a millage this year. And if they raised enough funds to feel that they'll be able to adequately fund the Humane Society moving forward, which I think is a great testament to what they've done comparatively to what happened in the past. So I would make the motion that we approve the larger amount, because they're in need of that at this point.
The 53,468.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for Commissioner Newman, if I may, sir.
Please.
So, Mike, you're saying that they've abandoned the idea of pursuing a millage, and they feel that going forward, that without a millage, they're going to be able to continue to receive the level of donations that they are this year? Is that what you're telling us?
Yes, with the funding that we're going to provide.
Right.
My question to them, which they don't have a total answer for, is what are we gonna do moving forward? Next year and the year after and the year after. We may find ourselves in a situation there, but then again, we're still saving the taxpayers, three-quarters or more of $1 million by asking, for $500,000, which we were looking at to fund the entire project. I talked to them in length about, their aggressiveness, and they kind of, I don't want to say relaxed, but in the past, with the previous director that they had, kind of left it in the hands of that person. Because as we go back to the previous administration, they ran, Larry Pulaski there ran,
you know, a whole different type of dynamics with the Humane Society, which was totally independent of a lot of funding from the county, in my opinion, at that time. There are no guarantees, but if we did go ahead with the millage request, I think that they would then not have to spend so much time fundraising. But they're an aggressive group that enjoy doing that.
I don't wanna discourage you.
And I don't either.
I think that's a positive thing. My concern is that we're planning around something we don't have control over. And we're making plans around that. Just one other real quick question, Commissioner Newman. You've been monitoring this very closely and doing the owner's duty with this group. You've made the motion. I can support that motion if you can tell me that you feel comfortable with where they are and where we've come with that group.
I absolutely do.
With that endorsement from you, I will second your motion, so thank you, sir.
All right, any further discussion?
Just a little discussion on that. And I think that this shows that we also done what we could do for them too. So I think equally, when they do come back, we did give you all, you know, because I want to do all we can to keep millages and the taxes down to the people, you know, as long as we can. So I feel that just in what I agree with what Mike was saying, is they are doing. So I do support this because we've given them what they need to succeed now, and it's up to them.
Up to them.
That's the way I kind of feel. Thank you.
Okay, that's a good explanation, by the way. So we have a motion and support. All right, Madam Clerk.
So we're approving the 53,468.
Yes.
Commissioner Sangster?
Yes.
Commissioner Eustace?
Yes.
Commissioner Claremont?
Yes.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Warfield?
Yes.
Commissioner Newman?
So that's carried 6-1, that's pretty unanimous. Okay, Board, thank you for that. We're down to board matters for discussion. I just have one item that I want to jump into. You've all received a copy of the county commissioner midterm things that are going on. You got a session coming up in January 6th, and I would encourage anybody that's been even a commissioner for 30+ years that they should go to it. You learn something every time you go to one. Anytime you go to a seminar or anything concerned with anything you're involved in working with, or education, you're doing something. You gotta get your wish list in. It's gonna cost, early bird has passed, so it's $100 to go. Well worth it. Per person, the county will cover it.
What's the date on that?
It's June 10th in Grayling, at Kirtland Community College.
Is that in person or is that also Zoom?
As far as I know, it's per person.
In person.
I'll pass this around. Just to encourage you, I'm still learning things, you know, learning things that I should not have done years ago.
What is wrong is what I heard.
Just to let you know. Just a little info. No, you can have it. Okay, we're down to citizens' oh, I'm sorry, I gotta listen to the rest of you on board matters.
I just wanted to